Yes, we can start. I'm streaming it. Preparing the stream. Yeah.
Okay, so starting with the first category, best media strategy, consumer products, cosmetics, toiletries, personal hygiene. The duration will be 10 minutes for the per presentation. The first presentation, entry ID 119. The brand is Colgate Visible White. Start the presentation.
Yeah, hi, I'm just presenting my screen.
And remember, on account of any technical glitches, if there is a time delay and all, consider it for the presenters, give them time. Okay.
Yes, you can start the presentation. We will notify you before 1 minute to 1 minute of the time. Thanks.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I am Neha, and I am here to talk to you about Colgate's campaign for their Visible White O2 toothpaste. Women have been tricked to think that if they were slimmer, well-dressed, and have a certain body shape, they're somehow better and more successful people. Therefore, they're always compelled to look good. As a result of which, women have been hiding their true selves behind what is usually believed to be beautiful. The scale and the extent of pressure that women face to look perfect is unmatched. Colgate challenged these toxic beauty stereotypes that have pressured women to match up to the impossible beauty standards. Colgate wanted to bring light to this, and so they stepped in to give a louder voice to all of the beautiful ladies. Colgate simply told women that it was okay to be themselves, and that it was okay to flaunt all of their perfect imperfections unapologetically, be it short hair, dusky skin, crooked teeth, or whatnot. I'm sharing a very powerful quote by Coco Chanel here. For beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. So Colgate got out there to celebrate women for who they are and got them to embrace it with a big, bold smile. This celebration of beauty is what we call smile out loud. The brand chose 3 unconventional women to showcase their natural beauty through their dazzling white smile. Dolly Singh for her charming crooked teeth, Toshada Uma for embracing alopecia like a boss, and Prathna Jagan for not letting vitiligo stop her from rocking the modeling world. Introducing the media framework for the campaign launch, the voices of these 3 inspiring women had to be heard loud and clear. Therefore, we leveraged mass reach platforms to deliver our communication far and wide and to as many women as possible using the attention, consideration, and purchase. We seeded the thought of the Smile Out Loud campaign to create an impactful reach, high visibility ads like front page on newspapers, hoardings in the sea, YouTube blast, connected TV were also used to drive quick reach and high visibility in the first 15 days. We targeted women who were worried about hair fall, crooked teeth, and vitiligo to embrace themselves. These were targeted across prominent online video and social media platforms. A massive 900 plus creatives were made for the campaign. 250 plus video, 150 plus influencers, and about 400 plus display ads were deployed to drive personalization. Now playing the AV to show you guys how we brought this campaign to life.
To launch Visible White O2, Colgate used its national reach to do what beauty brands in India have always avoided: challenge the beauty standard in India. Truth is, for most of India, diverse beauty is inaccessible.
We live in a world where toxic stereotypes of beauty have always had unrealistic expectations labeled as
Bollywood reinforces
But
the
have you ever
standard.
noticed women
Stigma
covering
is
their
disguised
bodies?
as tradition.
Of course we have.
In
And
our
perhaps
beauty
we
brands,
have been
avoid
wrong.
talking about it.
And then what do? Look up to Google for solutions to battle out all these societal pressures. We at Colgate looked up to check what is
Sorry, but there are two videos playing here. I'm just going to play the correct one. Sorry, jury members, I am presenting my screen again. Yeah, now playing the AV.
Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. However, we live in a world where toxic stereotypes of beauty have always had unrealistic expectations labeled as ideal. But have you ever noticed women covering their mouth while laughing? Of course we have, and perhaps we have been one of them. And then what do? Look up to Google for solutions to battle out all these societal pressures. We at Colgate looked up to check what is really bothering people around dental needs. And surprisingly, teeth whitening was a #1 search concern. Colgate saw this huge gap as a unique opportunity, one that required us to tap into deep consumer insights, leading to the launch of Colgate Visible White in 2020 and Visible White O2 in 2022. We found out that although the former beauty consumers accepted social impositions and beauty expectations, the emerging generation displayed a willingness to push through. Smile Out Loud was born from this core insight that addressed the importance of inner radiance that shines through. As a beauty consumer has evolved and the journey is a lot more complex, we had to ensure that the right creatives and communications were targeted to each stage across the funnel.
A lot of people ask me, why don't you get your teeth fixed? And I'm just like, why do I fix? Beautiful.
900 plus creators were deployed to ensure we personalize the communication. We reached women across our target audience to drive awareness of our messaging. 200 plus digital video assets were made and run across TV and OTV platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, OTT and CTV. 250 plus beauty influencers across CAT ABC were selected to amplify our message on social platforms. 400 plus display ads were made around product benefits and claims were targeted to in-market audiences. Those looking for hair perfection saw Uma Toshada embrace her alopecia. Those double-tapping flawless skin posts saw Pratna celebrate her vitiligo. And those following teeth goals saw Dolly smile out loud. And the results? We reached 90% more of the beauty audience. The keyword Colgate Visible White on Amazon grew by 2x in just 3 months. It became the 10th most searched phrase in oral care on Amazon. 1.6% increase in monthly units sold, delivered 13% lift in ad recall, 6% increase in awareness. Messaging association to teeth whitening saw a monthly increase of 5% during campaign launch and sustenance. The omni-channel approach with retail partners saw a strong commercial performance across channels including Flipkart, Amazon, Nykaa, Big Basket, among many others. While these numbers speak for themselves, true beauty will always smile out loud.
Recapping some of the strong media and business results for our campaign now. Our unconventional muses created the desired waves and drove positive conversations around breaking beauty norms. An overwhelming participation was received in support of this movement, and we also trended on Twitter on the number 2 position. Searches for the brand term Colgate Visible White went up by a massive 4x. We also saw a 13% lift on ad recall, which is best in class performance as per the industry standards. A whooping 6% lift was delivered on brand awareness. 1.6x lift was seen in the number of units sold across e-com channels. And thus we inspired 89 million women to be themselves, embrace their perfect imperfections, and smile out loud. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the next presentation. Entry ID 123, Livon Serum. Next presenter, please be ready.
Be ready. Jury members, please score the entry and let us know once we are good to go for the next presentation.
We not rate it at the end? Hello?
I am unable to share my screen.
Neha, please
Access,
stop
please.
sharing your screen. Neha.
Okay.
Okay, just a question. Can we not score at the end?
It is up to the respective jury member what they are comfortable with. They can make a note of their scores and then vote it together at later this thing. I mean, before the entire presentation gets over, you know. But then we will roll one after the other. Is that fine? Announcing the idea and all?
Absolutely.
Because I think asking every jury member, you know, whether they are ready and all, it may take some time. So we presume that once the presenter is going to end, we will announce the next presentation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can start the presentation. Your time starts now.
Good morning, jury. I'm presenting to you the best media strategy for Livon. I'm unable to move in my slides.
Just click on this presentation once and you can use the right arrows.
Yes. Okay. So Livon is the market leader in the hair serum category. Due to the pandemic, there was a 95% growth within this category. We faced competition from serum brands, indirect competition like hair conditioners, light hair oils, and in the bargain, Livon was perceived as just another brand and did not have any distinct hair benefits to offer. To change this perception, Livon's aspiration was to position itself as a brand that offers solutions for hairstyling. It was imperative to Livon to be relevant to our customers. For this shift, it was important for Livon to understand hairstyling preferences and needs of an 18 to 34-year-old who are fun, fab, and trendy. She did not just discover brands through conventional medium. She saw it through social, video, content channels. She was inspired by movies, shows, social influencers, celebrities also. The pandemic saw a 59% shift into digital shopping. Her hairstyling needs had shifted from in-salon to DIY at-home related queries, and this trend continued to spike by 31%. To build Livon on hairstyling brand, we changed our communication from your salon at home to Livon, your stylist in a bottle. Our regular campaign helped us build our awareness scores. However, our core task was to be relevant to our consumers and build Livon as a hairstyling brand. We took a conscious decision and created specific guidelines. Consistency, continuity, and impact, it was key. Hence, we did not just create a one-stop destination, but ran a one-stop program throughout the year. This program was developed on 3 strategic pillars: aspire, educate, and experience. To build aspiration for the brand, we decided to tie up with platforms that connects with our younger audiences. MTV became the partner of choice because the channel's content not only resonates with the audiences, but it also understands the pulse of this younger audience. Supermodel of the Year was a heady concoction of style, fashion, and substance. To up this aspiration quotient, the show also had the goats of the styling world. This was a 3-month-long association. It all started with the month-long Campus Connect program, where we engaged with young consumers. We went to 6 metros, 100 colleges, and gained over 10,000 participants. This show was modeled and designed to complement the brand aesthetics and the propositions. So from brand mentions to product placements, product usage was seen throughout the show. The highlight was the dedicated Live-On Lounge, where contestants were given fab hair makeovers using the Live-On product in each show, in each episode. There was many branded tasks where the participants were awarded being the face of the Live-On's digital campaign and the Live-On's product pack. Several social content and contests for audience engagements were also done. Finally, one of the 500 music video entries that became the anthem song of the Live-On's campaign that went across multiple media touchpoints. While 1.5 million viewers tuned into the show, we got huge participation from our audiences. Moving on to education, to be a credible expert for hairstyling, we created a Beautypedia, a destination for all hairstyling problems. Femina was the top choice because its content equates everything fashion and a high reach across multimedia. Based on the 15 content pillars, Daniel Bauer demonstrated easy ways to style trendy hairstyles, which were recreated by influencers on social media. These videos were embedded in articles that were rested on the Femina page. 6-month-long association, and we are still counting, resulted into 25% increase in engagement and a 20% growth in social organic followers for Live-On. On the third pillar, experience, in this stage, we wanted to provide a full funnel experience from exposure to closure. Hence, there was no thinking twice. Live-On partnered with Gupshup and created the first ever chatbot on Instagram in India. This tech development was created on the back of a robust system and closed the loop by driving experience to sales. 6-month-long association and an ongoing association helped deliver an average of 7.5 messages per conversation with a 97% accuracy, which is above industry benchmark. This also resulted in a 12% conversion in sales, and we are still counting. Live-On's one-stop destination was a program which was a complete 365 days program to build relevance and imagery of a hairstyling brand. Overall, the campaign achieved a 350 million reach, 700 million impressions, 60 million views, 2x reach to acquisition ratio that resulted into an 8% increase in brand searches. The most interesting part was today, MTV's Supermodel of the Year is now searched as Live-On Supermodel of the Year with a 35% spike in these searches. Let's look at its execution.
Welcome to Live-On's one-stop program for hairstyling. Leveraging the biggest behavioral shift of consumers from in-salons experiences to DIY and at-home hairstyling adventures, we created a one-stop hairstyling program based on 3 strategic pillars: aspire, educate, and experience. As a start for aspiring the TG, we partnered with MTV's Supermodel of the Year by creating micro moments around her. To create buzz around the show, we started month-long Campus Connect program. Featuring Livon as the go-to one-stop hairstyling program, we created digital content with current style trends and top styling celebrities. Our 10 episodes association with MTV was on air for 3 months, wherein we also roped in celebrity hairstyling icon Daniel Barr. To build on the engagement, we created exclusive branded content, hashtag Catch the Pink, and a voting panel to vote for the best contestants. The first phase Aspire was wrapped up with the anthem Unapologetically You. To educate our TG, we tied up with most extensive publishing house, resulting in the creation of India's sole and biggest Beautypedia. The brand promoted snackable videos and articles on DIY hairstyles for advocacy. We disseminated these videos through the Beautypedia and associating with 10 plus influencers, creating spurring virality. After educating our target audience, we developed a comprehensive conversational marketing funnel. Livon's Instagram queries were evaluated using Gupshup, the Meta's most trusted AI tool. From hairstyling needs to product recommendations, the chatbot powered by AI closed the loop. The year-long strategy helped re-establish Livon as a hairstyling icon. Aspire, 1.5 million viewers tuned into Livon Supermodel of the Year, driving 2x growth in ratings. Educate, 20 million reach. Engagement increased by 26%. 25% increase in brand searches. Experience, conversations improved by 60% with a 12% conversion rate.
This was not it for us. Livon's turnover grew by 15% and volumes grew by 8%. The profit grew by
Last 1 minute.
32%, clocking the highest ever sales. Our brand lift study saw a full funnel lift. Most importantly, our consideration scores as a hairstyling brand went up 5x, which is at a 5.3 points. I would like to end by saying no brand scores can change with just one tactical campaign. It takes months to years to make an impact. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to the next presentation. Entry ID 133. The brand is X. Start with the presentation.
Axe dual action cricket. So you can start the presentation. Your time starts now.
Just please give me a second to ready the slide.
Sure.
Sure, let me know when you're.
Sure. Yeah, I hope you all are able to see my screen.
Yes. Start.
Brilliant. Okay, good morning to the jury. I'm Pratik and I'm here to present the case for Axe. So Axe finds itself in a category that has sub 30% penetration and highly cluttered with barely any product differentiation between the brands. In 2021, the category faced a massive challenge as COVID-19 restrictions removed the need for stepping out of the house. And because of that, young men did not feel the need to use deos. And for lack of occasion to use deodorants, the entire category saw its lowest sales like it ever has in its history. At this time, Axe had just launched their latest product, the new dual action deodorant, which offers 48-hour odor protection and long-lasting fragrance. Now imagine, the brand had to bring this proposition alive at a time when people were bound to their homes. With those limitations, we had to find a way to connect with the boys, Indian men between the ages of 18 to 30, who were stuck with their smelly selves at home, spending most of their time glued to their mobile phones. And that's the insight we used to build our media strategy. Given that the deodorant category had lost its relevance amongst the boys, we needed to start from scratch and create a full funnel approach to build awareness and consideration for Axe. As internet penetration grew by 1,500 basis points in 2021, we saw a massive spike in the amount of time the boys were spending online. The growth in time spent on gaming versus the previous year stood at 45%. Quite an unbelievable number, right? And as we dove deeper, we found out that 254 million male gamers were dominating the 390 million Indian gamer base, with a 20% increase in monthly active users. Game streaming was also on a high, as YouTube gaming reported 67 billion views in this year, and platforms like Router and Loco were rapidly expanding their base. So all of these numbers made it clear to us that gaming was the best way to connect with the boys. But now the challenge was to identify the right game to deliver the brand message and build relevance. And for this, we needed to understand their key passion points. So we turned to India's favorite pastime, cricket. 2021 saw the revival of cricket after a year of strict lockdowns. The Indian cricket team had a packed calendar with the IPL, international matches, and the T20 World Cup around the corner. However, cricket fans were all packed up in their homes, still under lockdown, looking for ways to engage with the sport through fantasy leagues and discussions on online forums and games. Now, on analyzing the audience size based on interests, we found that 100 million boys were sitting at the intersection of gaming, cricket, and game streaming. So we activated all the three pillars through World Cricket Championship 3. It was ranked number 1 on the Google Play Store with 12.5 million downloads and 4 million monthly active users. So to summarize our whole strategy, we targeted the boys through digital platforms to increase awareness for the brand, and to further build consideration for the dual action proposition, we built multiple gamer cohorts based on the audience journey and identified WCC3 as a platform to engage the boys through in-game rewards, which is the backbone of the gaming economy. Now, these gamers hate that free in-game rewards are usually given by watching in-game ads, which completely disturbs the game-playing experience. So to bring alive our dual action proposition, we built a non-intrusive integration for the brand through in-game rewards offered by WCC by doubling the action and doubling the reward, thereby building consideration for Axe. Let's all have a look at how we brought alive the dual action advantage on WCC3.
Axe identified World Cricket Championship 3, a mobile cricket game with over 4 million monthly active users, as the platform to introduce its dual action proposition in a unique way. We needed an effective and non-intrusive way to engage with the usually fickle-minded gamer to build positive brand affinity. So we didn't just do Axe branding on player jerseys, stadium screens or boundary boards. We went ahead and owned the most sought-after object in the gaming world: in-game boosters and rewards. WCC3 has 3 in-game reward mechanisms, and we simply doubled each one of them for the consumers to bring alive the dual action proposition. With this unique in-game integration, consumers would now get double the rewards. Improve your team's bowling or batting performance with 2 booster cards instead of 1. Daily login to the game would now give 2 times the game currency. Collect twice the game currency and other items upon completing any match.
Now, to drive gameplays on WCC3, we decided on a 2-pronged approach. WCC3 promos were delivered to 50 million boys through gaming ad networks like InMobi, and gaming influencers on YouTube helped us reach millions of their followers, driving them to our e-commerce page for purchase. All the influencers played WCC3 live on their game streams and demonstrated the use of the Axe dual action advantage.
Watching others play has become a big passion amongst Indian gamers. With YouTube gaming reporting 67 billion views, Axe engaged with popular gaming influencers to build excitement amongst the online gaming community. Popular gaming influencers played the game on their streams and also shared a special purchase offer in their posts.
Go check out the World of Axe Dual Action news because it's double the fun.
Well, the campaign was well received by RTG as 2.9 million gamers redeemed the Axe game rewards, and 1 million people saw the game promos through InMobi, while influencers on YouTube helped us garner over 1.5 million views and drove purchases on e-commerce. The campaign brought back the Axe effect in the lives of young men as purchase consideration grew by 22% and brand awareness increased to 47%, while ad recall stood at 71%, with 57% of them recalling the correct brand proposition. Our unique integration made millions turn to Axe as the boys sitting at home understood Axe's dual action advantage, giving Axe an advantage over other brands in the category. Thank you.
Thank you, Prateek.
Thank you.
You can stop present.
Moving on to the next presentation.
Smita, can we take a 5-minute bio break?
Sure, sir.
Okay, I'm back whenever everyone is.
Can we start?
I'm fine.
Other juries?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So moving on to the next presentation, entry ID 124, that is 124, Whisper India. And start the presentation.
Yeah, Kavita, keep on doing it because suppose if there are some technical problems, allow the presenters some time. Let us not be very rigid or harsh on them. If it is due to a technical glitch, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, you can start the presentation.
Yes. Hi. Good morning, everyone. I'm Relma and I'm presenting the missing chapter. Everyone presenting here has undoubtedly done a good job, but I am representing a brand that's touching and saving lives at the same time. India, a culturally rich country with generations of beliefs and rituals. In the older days, families would isolate girls to provide them with rest during their periods. But as the years went by, it translated into a punishment, which girls would get for something that was natural. How did a period of rest translate to shame? Age-old practices bring in social stigma and superstitions. From a time to rest, it is shifted to a cultural taboo, where Indian girls are expected to follow ways of period protection imposed according to their beliefs. As a woman myself, to even think about using a piece of cloth, rags lying around in the house, or use materials like ash, hay, socks filled with sand, cannot fathom. What's happening due to these practices? Because of the lack of period protection and education, every year, 23 million girls drop out of school, leaving behind a generation of girls with no confidence or the opportunities to fulfill their dreams. The shame of staining, bullying, no toilets to change in, difficulty of walking to school are some of the challenges that they face, leading to missing school during their periods and eventually dropping out completely. For such a strong issue, there was a need to bring in a powerful program. Whisper decided to step in and bring out a change in the society. This gave birth to Whisper's Keep Girls in the School initiative. The stakes were higher than ever. Girls across the nation desperately needed pads and education. So we took it upon ourselves to build a holistic plan, from raising awareness to driving advocacy and the on-ground impact. All of this to tackle one key challenge: saving girls from dropping out of school. The first step was to drive awareness about the grave issue of 1 in 5 girls dropping out of school at the onset of puberty. Apart from Whisper leading the change, we needed to amass citizen support and use that to influence the government policy. A promise that Whisper took: buy a pack of Whisper Ultra and Whisper will provide period education and pads to one girl. This call to action was maximized in our films and in store, driving consumer and customer participation. But then came the pandemic. Everything went to a standstill. Lockdown, no movement, no schools, and no offices. With the schools getting shut, girls lost access to menstrual education and menstrual hygiene products. Whisper decided to take up this responsibility and make sure we stayed true to the promise. But how did we bring this to come to life? How did we bounce back? Introducing the missing chapter. How did we go about it? Mobile Shala. With groundbreaking agility, Mobile Shala provided free access to video education modules through mobile phones that worked across smartphones and basic feature phones for rural India, covering subjects like English, science, maths, along with menstrual education. This got great results in terms of getting 40 million plus visits in 20 days of the launch. Next, the Period of Pride, a 4-month TV digital campaign with the media giant Network 18 to drive awareness at a never-before scale, engaging doctors, teachers, and celebrities to rally citizen support for a petition to mandate period education in schools. This resulted in 44 million plus impressions, and 20 plus celebrity influencers organically joined the cause. The missing chapter was a great success. Along with that, we tied up with the local artists who designed this chapter in books and wallpapers, etc., to connect better with the rural audience. This video garnered 24 million plus views in the first month, and 5,000 plus user-generated content on Instagram was an outstanding feat. So what changed on ground? Under Period of Pride, we received 1 million plus petition signatures from consumers to make period education compulsory in schools. 5 million plus girls were educated via the Whisper e-POME program virtually during the pandemic, and 4 million plus packs were donated. This impacted Whisper's business in offline partner, which grew 105 index, when the rest of the category declined at 82 index. Whisper achieved its highest ever share in that customer, growing 2 points versus year ago. Whisper business in online partner grew 2.3 times and gained 7.2 points versus year ago. Let's have a look at the AV now.
In India, an alarming 23 million girls drop out of school every year at the onset of puberty. I thought I was dying. So much blood, I didn't know what was happening. No one spoke to me about it, not at home, and it wasn't even in my school book. I was too ashamed to come back to school. Periods. A topic so taboo that no one in India, not even mothers, talk about it. The only place where girls could have learnt about it is school. But because of the same taboo, even the National Council of Education never printed this chapter. Introducing the missing chapter. Together with P&G Whisper, we designed a chapter for schoolgirls to understand the simple biology behind periods. The conversation was sparked with a film about 3 rebellious girls on a mission to spread period education. The red piece of paper became the symbol of our revolution. News channels picked up the missing chapter and read it live on prime time TV.
Missing chapter, Aru strong, Aru healthy.
To reach the remotest parts of India, we adapted the chapter in 28 native art styles and languages and put it on school and village walls. India lent its voice for our petition by reading the chapter on social media.
The more people that can get access to that kind of education, the less of a problem period management will be.
The collective voices were heard by the country's decision makers.
We must eliminate the taboo and save millions of India's daughters and ensure their education is not affected.
So what's next? Whisper is now committed to the mission to keep 23 million girls in school. It's a long journey, but we won't back out. A pivotal next step is the inclusion of menstrual hygiene management in school curriculum. Along with our partners Network 18 and UNESCO, Whisper will present the 1 million plus signatures on the petition to make menstrual hygiene management compulsory in school, along with a curated curriculum proposal to the Indian Education and Health Ministries. This feat, if achieved, could be a landmark intervention with the power to change the fate of Indian education and the generation of girls to come. This will be a much bigger impact than just being a campaign on multiple platforms. With this, Whisper is on its way to bring about a change in the consumer's mindset and help little girls across the country to get the equal chance that they deserve. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to the next presentation. Entry ID 129, Mamat Upton Face Wash. Start the presentation.
Are you ready, Sandeep?
Just a moment.
Sure. Let me know once you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. You can start Now your time starts now. Go ahead.
आप सभी सुनने वालों को संदीप तिवारी का नमस्कार। कई कहानियों से मिलकर बनती है एक बड़ी कहानी, क्योंकि कहानियां हमें जोड़ती हैं। जब गीता और बबीता की कहानी के साथ उनके पिताश्री की कहानी जुड़ती है, तब दंगल जैसी एक बड़ी कहानी बनती है। 83 के क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप की जीत की कहानी भी 11 खिलाड़ियों की छोटी छोटी कहानियों से जुड़कर बनी है। और ये कहानी है मामा अर्थ की। उस समय तक मामा अर्थ डिजिटल दुनिया का एक जाना माना नाम बन चुका था। मामा अर्थ जाना जाता रहा अपने ऑनेस्ट, नेचुरल और सेफ प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए। डिजिटल दुनिया के बाशिंदे उसकी खूबियों से भली भांति परिचित थे, लेकिन अब आवश्यकता थी विकास के नए दौर की। ऐसे में मामा अर्थ की मुलाकात होती है दादी माँ के नुस्खों से। हल्दी, केसर से बना उपटन अच्छी त्वचा पाने के लिए सदियों से प्रयोग होता रहा है। बस आज के दौर में उपटन तैयार करने का समय लोगों के पास नहीं है। इसी को देखते हुए मामा अर्थ लेकर आया मामा अर्थ उपटन फेस वॉश। फेस वॉश कैटेगरी में सर्वप्रथम उपटन फेस वॉश का आरंभ मामा अर्थ उपटन फेस वॉश ने ही किया। इसलिए सबसे पहले ये हमारी ही जिम्मेदारी थी कि हम इस प्रोडक्ट के बारे में अधिक से अधिक लोगों को बताएं, और ऐसे बताएं कि मामा अर्थ उपटन लोगों के लिए घरेलू उपटन का एक आसान विकल्प बन जाए। अब जब हम इसका हिसाब किताब करने बैठे तो हमने पाया कि फेस वॉश कैटेगरी में हर वर्ष लगभग 32,000 जीआरपीस डाली जाती हैं। यहाँ बड़े ब्रांड्स की भरमार है जिनके पास संसाधनों की कोई कमी नहीं है, और इस कैटेगरी में मौजूदगी दर्ज कराने के लिए किसी भी ब्रांड को अंदाजन 18% की आवश्यकता होती है। आमतौर पर किसी भी ब्रांड लॉन्च में हाई रीच और फ्रीक्वेंसी, कुछ इंपैक्ट, कुछ एसोसिएशन का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, लेकिन हम सब जानते हैं कि मामाअर्थ एक यूनिकॉर्न ब्रांड है, और इसलिए हमारे अंदर हर पल कुछ नया करने की उत्सुकता बनी रहती है। इसी कारण हमने एक कदम पीछे लौटकर सफल ब्रांड्स को स्टडी किया। वो ब्रांड्स जिन्होंने ब्रांड मेजर्स, सेल्स और ग्राहकों के मन पर अपना प्रभाव छोड़ा। हमने एनालिटिक्स टीम के साथ कई ब्रांड्स का अध्ययन किया। उनमें से कुछ ब्रांड्स के बारे में अगर हम यहाँ बातें करें तो इनमें से हर एक ब्रांड ने करीब 800 जीआरपी अपने 4 हफ्ते के लॉन्च कैंपेन को दिए। वो किसी भी कैटेगरी के क्यों ना हो, उनकी एसओवी 22 से 35% के आसपास रही। उन्होंने अच्छा खासा पैसा इम्पैक्ट खरीदने पर लगाया। किसी किसी ने तो साल के बड़े मीडिया इवेंट्स को भी खरीद लिया ताकि वो दिखते रहें। हमने थोड़ा और गहराई से अध्ययन किया कि ब्रांड सी, जो कि एक फूड ब्रांड है, ने अपनी प्रेजेंस को फूड शोज के आसपास रखा, जो उसके लिए रेलेवेंट कंटेंट था। एज ए रिजल्ट ब्रांड सी के ब्रांड मेजर्स कैटेगरी बेंचमार्क से काफी अधिक बढ़े। इससे हमने ये सीखा कि अपने ब्रांड कम्युनिकेशन को रेलेवेंट कंटेंट में रखने से इंपैक्ट बढ़ जाता है। इसने हमें यह साबित करने में मदद की कि जीआरपीज मात्र जीआरपीज नहीं है, वो जीआरपीज कैसे अचीव की गई हैं वो भी आवश्यक है। हमारी एनालिटिक्स टीम ने यह साबित किया कि अगर 200 जीआरपीज आप रेलेवेंट कंटेंट से लाएंगे तो वो उसका प्रभाव अलग छोड़ेगा। यानी यदि सही समय पर सही लोगों तक सही बात लेकर जाएंगे तो वो उन्हें जरूर जमेगी। इतिहास में भी देखा गया है कि अगर दो मिलती जुलती कहानियों को मिला दिया जाए तो एक बड़ी कहानी अपने आप बन जाती है। अन्य कैटेगरीज में तो रेलेवेंट कंटेंट की भरमार थी, पर उपटन जैसे प्रोडक्ट के लिए सही कंटेंट की जरूरत थी। तो मामा अर्थ के लिए ये कहानी क्या होगी और कैसे ढूंढेंगे हम वो कहानी, यह प्रश्न हमारे सामने था। कंटेंट की तलाश में हमने देखा कि हमारे देश में उपटन का महत्व हर जगह है, पूजा त्योहार हो या फिर शादी, और लॉन्च भी हम शादी के सीजन में ही कर रहे थे, तो शादी से रिलेटेड कंटेंट ही ढूंढना आवश्यक था। इस प्रकार शादी हमारे उपटन के लॉन्च की कहानी का मुख्य किरदार बना। शादी और उपटन से हमारी ऑडियंसेस किस तरह कनेक्ट कर पाएंगी, इसको समझने के लिए हमने अपने प्रोप्राइटरी टूल कन्वर्सेबिलिटी का इस्तेमाल किया। सोशल लिसनिंग के माध्यम से हमें पता चला कि लोग शादी से जुड़े कुछ शब्दों जैसे कि हल्दी, मेहंदी, मेकअप, सगाई आदि के बारे में खास तौर पर बात कर रहे हैं। साथ ही हमने ऐसे शोज के बारे में भी पता चला जो कि उस समय अपनी स्टोरी लाइन में शादी या उससे रिलेटेड एपिसोड्स के मोड़ पर थे। हमने पाया कि डेली सोप्स रियलिटी के निकट रहना चाहते हैं। जनवरी फरवरी माह में भारत में शादियों का सीजन होता है, इसलिए इन सीरियल्स में भी सगाई, हल्दी, मेहंदी आदि के सीन फिल्माए जा रहे थे। हमने इस पल के महत्व को भांपते हुए ये तय किया कि अगर हम अपने ब्रांड की कहानी को इन डेली सोप्स की कहानियों और लोगों के वास्तविक जीवन से, जिसमें भी शादी का सीजन चल रहा है, को जोड़ सकें, तो हमारे ब्रांड की कहानी अपने आप एक और बड़ी कहानी बन जाएगी। इन सीन्स के तुरंत बाद आने वाले ब्रेक्स में मामा अर्थ उपटन फेस वॉश के एड्स को दिखाया गया और ऐसा हमने पूरे कैंपेन ड्यूरेशन में किया। कंज्यूमर्स ने इससे जुड़ाव महसूस किया कि जहां शो के अंदर की कहानी में लोग सगाई, हल्दी, मेहंदी में शामिल होने की तैयारी कर रहे थे, वहीं शो के ब्रेक में एक प्रोडक्ट रेडी टू यूज फॉर्म में उनके सामने आ गया। इसकी वजह से ब्रांड सर्च और सेल्स में बढ़ोतरी हुई। इस तरह हमारी स्ट्रैटेजी के 3 पिलर्स रहे: स्मार्ट प्लानिंग, स्मार्ट बाइंग एंड स्मार्ट इम्पैक्ट। स्मार्ट प्लानिंग में हमने शादी से जुड़े मोमेंट्स को स्क्रीन पर मैप किया, टीवी और ओटीटी दोनों पर। स्मार्ट बाइंग, इन शादी सीन्स वाले एपिसोड्स को के ब्रेक को बाय किया नॉर्मल रेट्स पर। स्मार्ट इम्पैक्ट, रेलेवेंट कंटेंट, जीआरपी से कंज्यूमर्स ने कनेक्ट महसूस किया। इस कैंपेन की सफलता का सबसे बड़ा प्रमाण ये है कि कैंपेन की समाप्ति के बाद हमारे क्लाइंट ने प्रशंसा की और कहा कि उपटन फेस वॉश मामा अर्थ पोर्टफोलियो का सबसे अधिक बिकने वाला ब्रांड बन गया है, जिसकी सेल्स में 460% की जबरदस्त बढ़ोतरी हुई है। ब्रांड पेनिट्रेशन में 33%, मार्केट शेयर में 20% और स्पॉन्ट अवेयरनेस में 15% की बढ़ोतरी हुई। एक और बड़ी काबिले गौर बात यह है कि कैंपेन के बाद करीब 14 छोटे बड़े ब्रांड्स ने उपटन फेस वॉश प्रोडक्ट्स बाजार में लॉन्च किए। उपटन फेस वॉश की एक नई कैटेगरी का निर्माण करने में हम सफल रहे और इस तरह कई छोटी छोटी कहानियों से मिलकर बन गई ये एक और बड़ी कहानी। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you.
Can I just go back to the result screens once more, if you don't mind?
Sandeep Tiwal, can you please share the screen and show the results page once again?
Is this visible?
Yeah. Let's go to the next slide. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smita,
Okay, yeah, moving to the next presentation. Entry ID 131. The brand is Vaseline. Let's start with the presentation.
Yeah,
Pooja?
just confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'll just confirm 1 second. Huh? Okay. I'm good to go. Can I start?
Yes, please go ahead. Your time starts now.
Okay. Hello, members of the jury. My name is Pooja, and I'm here to present the case on how Vaseline is deseasonalizing the category. Here's an interesting fact. The skin is the body's largest organ. While face and neck area constitute only to 5.5% of the total skin surface of any adult human. And yet, when I say skincare, our thought first goes to face and the numerous products available for the facial care. In fact, that 5.5% of skin surface contributes to 80% of the skincare category, and body care is only merely 20%. But even that's not the whole story. Body care in India is usually a seasonal segment. 80% of the category sales comes from the 3 months that constitute as winters in India, and remaining 9 months is merely a 20% category sales. Imagine if the consumption goes beyond winter, the body lotion category can experience exponential growth. This polarizing category dynamic is driven by two key consumer beliefs. 7 out of 10 consumers still believes that the usage of body lotion is relevant only in winters. They are still not aware that the benefit and importance of using body lotion in summer. 5 out of 10 consumers who are active users of body care products find winter lotion sticky and greasy to be used in summers. Vaseline, who is the category leader with 40% market share, has the clear onus of driving category growth. Given this category and consumer challenge, it was critical for the brand to design a product for Indian humid climate and increase body lotion usage beyond winter. The brand decided to deseasonalize the segment by launching a product innovation, Vaseline Daily White Spray, made specially for the summer usage. With the product innovation in place, media was tasked with driving relevance for summer moisturization and thereby helping deseasonalize the category. We designed our strategy around the principles of Byron chart, how brand grows. Presence, relevance, and prominence were the 3 key pillars for our campaign strategy: right channel, right place, and right format. When we talk about right channel, given the price of the product was 2x of the regular body lotion, it was critical and clear for us that we had to reach out to the most affluent part of the income pyramid. Thus, the core TG for the launch was defined as women in NCCS-A. NCCS-A also accounts for 55% of the users of the segment, making them as a bullseye TG. When we look at the media habit of this affluent Indian women, 9 out of 10 consumer journey are now influenced by digital. Only online video and social media are preferred over any offline medium for shortlisting of brands. Thus, digital became our first choice of channel to drive presence for Vaseline Daily White Spray. To build relevance for Vaseline in summer, it was important for us to understand the consumer's need deeply. To do this, we looked at HUL's rich repository of first-party data through Be Beautiful and brands like Pond's and Lakme. We were able to identify and clarify into 4 sharp audiences and build a custom creative to appeal to them, basis their lifestyle and skincare concerns and need. To ensure the communication was noticeable, we designed the creatives for each platform. We used impactful placements like connected TV and effective formats on each channel. For example, a non-skip ad on a YouTube draw a full message exposure, while a GIF or an Instagram reel for Insta created a thumb-stopping moment. A banner ad on Amazon and a search content on Google addressed the consumer seek journey. Allow me to take you through Har Mausam Skin Awesome journey through an AV.
In India, the body lotion category is at a nascent stage with only sub 20% penetration, while Vaseline, the leader in the category, holds a lion's share of 40%. However, conventionally, skincare in India is largely a winter phenomenon. Owing to this seasonality, the business takes a hit during summers. Aiming to de-seasonalize the category, Vaseline launched a first-of-its-kind product, Vaseline Daily Bright and Calming Body Serum Spray, specially designed for Indian summers. Our goal was to educate users and build the category by encouraging summer purchases. While we had an interesting product innovation, we needed a sound media strategy to prevent sales crashes in the summers and to bring about behavioral change. Given that the usage of the body lotion category is driven by NCCSA, we decided to use the power of digital. Further, to drive business, we leveraged HUL's rich first-party audiences for the skincare category, which historically have the highest clicks and conversions. With the help of e-com partners and our internal proprietary tool, Pivot Plus, we were able to identify and create a roster of 10 plus behavioral cohorts of high-intent body lotion buyers in the summers. Then, using our proprietary toolkit, we deduplicated these audiences to arrive at mutually exclusive, cumulatively exhaustive, or NECE audiences. We adopted a consumer-first approach by customizing creatives for each of these audience cohorts. And at each stage of the funnel, consumers receive dynamic creatives to ensure we drive for consideration. Finally, to effectively reach out to our consumer groups, we used YouTube, Facebook, and Amazon. Vaseline's summer range resulted in incredible volume and penetration growth. With our continued efforts to break the mold, Vaseline has now recreated itself as a brand and strengthened its influence beyond the winters.
Vaseline summer range resulted in incredible volume and penetration growth. Vaseline summer launch thus truly made skin awesome in every Mausam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Smita, you can announce the next presentation.
Yeah, moving on to the next presentation, the last presentation of the particular category. It's entry ID 140, Colgate. The brand is Colgate Palmolive India Limited. Start with the presentation.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just presenting myself.
Rakshita.
Yes, let me know once you are ready.
Yeah.
Good to go?
Yeah. Just 1 second. Hello.
Right.
Sure.
Are we changing the categories now? Are we going to the next category now?
This is the last presentation. This is the last presentation of this category.
I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Just give me 1 second. I've been locked out. I have to log in.
Sure.
Sure. Sure.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Rakshita.
Okay, so this is Colgate coming again. Okay, cool.
Rakshita, start.
Is my screen visible?
Not now.
Not
It's not
completely.
visible.
Some part of the screen only we can see.
1 second. Huh? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, you can start now. Your time starts now.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, jury members and everyone. I'm Rakshita Naidu, and I will be presenting Colgate's Strong Teeth case study. If a child is not healthy, the first person to feel guilty is the mother. And that is why we asked more than 1,000 mothers about the efforts they make to keep their child healthy. The results were astonishing. Almost every mom knew that the healthy diet packed with nutrients was essential for kids. But 70% of them didn't know that is the act of chewing food that helps in absorbing the nutrients better. This awareness gap had to be addressed, and Colgate decided to take up this responsibility for mothers. Colgate is a legacy brand that has been synonymous with the category for decades and has been conveying the importance of oral health time and again in innumerable ways. Colgate decided to communicate the importance of strong teeth, which ensures better chewing, which enables the body to absorb food nutrients better, which in turn makes your child stronger. In simple words, dance strong to main strong. This is the messaging that Colgate wanted to convey to every mother in every Indian household. Now, to do that, simply reaching out through media was not an option we wanted to consider. We had to do something big, informative, compelling, and reminiscent. Hence, we strategically established the direct link between strong teeth and better nutrition via media intervention. The marketing solution was a perfect combination of both media and content strategy. We wanted to connect with mothers at every stage of her decision-making journey. Hence, we mapped out a three-pronged approach in our media strategy. That is awareness, consideration, and purchase in the marketing funnel by bringing in the content at core and amplifying it through right media mix. We created 700 plus videos, more than 170 influencer content pieces, and 350 plus static and GIF across the consumer funnel. Assets were specially curated to grab attention to establish the link between strong teeth and better nutrition. Subsequently, consideration assets were used to demonstrate how strong teeth are critical for better nutrition. Purchase assets to create strong affinity of Colgate strong teeth as the non-negotiable choice for all mothers. And finally, loyalty assets to convince mothers of the advantages of the daily irreplaceable regimen of Colgate strong teeth. To address the upper funnel, we reached out to maximum mothers through high affinity reach building channels to drive reach among affluent audience segment. We reached out to monthly average of 123 million female audiences who fall under the age group of 22 to 40 of all NCCS. Mothers also consume kids content. Hence, we took this opportunity to own 100% SOV in kids genre. Apart from this, content integration was done via GEC channels and reality shows like Dance India Dance, Super Singer, food-related content programs, and many more.
Well done. So judges, एक तो पहला कि ऐसे दूसरे राउंड की शुरुआत करिए क्योंकि सारे फाइनलिस्ट को कोई मैसेज.
In the second media phase, that is the consideration level, we wanted mothers to adapt the oral care routine at an early stage for kids. Hence, we reached out to mothers-related custom affinity audience pool and targeted audiences who searched for oral health-related queries on Google. We covered 100 million CRM audience base through online video platforms like YouTube and social media platforms like Meta. We also had video collaborations with pediatricians, nutrition experts, and top chefs like Saru, Jason, Amrita, who reiterated how chewing better aids nutrition absorption in kids. We also did multi-cell tests, where different permutation and combination of brand copies were executed to see which combination performed better and made impact in mind measures. Based on the results, we picked the best combination to implement in the rest of the campaign period. This deployed combination did a perfect job in building awareness and consideration through ad sequencing. Furthermore, we used print to amplify our communication and build credibility for Colgate strong teeth. This print inserts did the job of media multiplication, thus adding quick reach and frequency for our communication peg. Now let's look at the Colgate strong teeth campaign journey.
As healthy, nutritious food takes up more and more space in our shopping carts, we ask, is it enough? Or are we overlooking something integral, something foundational? Chewing is what enables the body to better absorb food nutrients, and this is directly related to the strength of our teeth. But for a mother raising a 3 to 12-year-old, this is a huge concern. She puts in a lot of effort to nourish her child to the best of her ability, from meticulous diet planning to the latest food hacks. Colgate's task was to remind this mother that for her efforts to bear desired results, strong teeth is an essential requirement. Colgate Strong Teeth is a legacy brand and has been synonymous with the category for decades. However, this time the task was a brave new challenge, where simply reaching out to mothers would not suffice. We built the media strategy in a way that it amalgamated seamlessly with the content strategy. We created 700 plus video content, 170 plus influencer content, 350 plus statics and GIFs across the consumer funnel. We used attention assets to establish the incredulous link. Teeth strength affects nutrition and Colgate Strong Teeth provides teeth strength. Consideration assets to demonstrate how teeth strength is critical for nutrition. 3 distinct communications were developed to focus on the core advantages of chewing food better and the importance of early oral care in kids. On television, we curated a channel mix of high affinity reach building programming to drive reach among affluent audiences. The operational levels were maintained at 800 to 1000 GRPs per month, targeting female audiences in the age group of 22 to 40 years, reaching out to 123 million audiences. For impact, we tied up with different high viewership programs like Super Singer, Dance Canada Dance, Indian Idol, and many more. On digital, multiple ad formats were used on YouTube with mothers' custom affinity targeting. The thematic was built on Strong Teeth results in strong kids, which was used for the launch period in TrueView campaigns. And the functional films highlighted the new calcium boost formula and the importance of eating different kinds of food for better nutrition. For Facebook, we created a multi-cell test where different permutation and combinations of the brand copies were executed to see which performed better and delivered mind measures. We deployed the winning combination for the rest of the period to build awareness and consideration through ad sequencing. For influencer marketing, we collaborated with the topmost chefs and nutrition experts. We used print to build credibility, quick reach, and frequency to our campaign, and the results speak for themselves. We reached 145 million monthly average reach, observed a 10.2% lift in purchase intent, a 40 bips increase in brand household penetration, a 4% increase in brand consumption. While the numbers speak for themselves, we were able to drive a conversation between strong teeth and nutrition for all the mothers out there.
Well, in addition to the increase in mind measures and brand consumption growth that we just saw in the AV, we also observed needle moving in brand health score in 2 subsequent quarters. And that is how Colgate Strong Teeth helped in bring a smile on every mother's face. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are going to the next category.
Yeah.
Can you give 5 minutes, just update the scores of this category?
Sure, sir.
Sure, sir.
Please let us know once you are ready for the next category.
Can you help me unlock one entry of Whisper, which I have wrongfully submitted? Can you help unlock that?
Nitin, please help.
Sure. Just a moment.
You have to unlock Mama Earth also back for me. I think the scores have got swapped for them.
Sure.
Order changed.
Just a moment, sir. I'm working on that. It's 1 or 2 minutes. Mama, I have unlocked it. You can check it out.
I will. Yeah, can see Mama. I can see.
Yes, I have unlocked both.
Thank you. Okay, I'm done with this category. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone are done, right? Okay, let's go ahead with the next category.
Okay, moving on to the next category, Best Media Innovation Digital Display. The
And,
presentation duration will be 7 minutes per presentation. Starting with the first, the entry ID 1823. The brand is Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk.
Silk secret messages.
Yeah. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yes.
Yeah, I can start.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Monica Solanki from Wavemaker, and I'm here to spill a few secrets about love. We all have seen romantic Bollywood movies and its grand gestures of the protagonist going to great lengths to express their love. This is exactly what drives RTG to go far for love. When it comes to Valentine's Day, almost all the marquee brands are vying for Gen Z's attention, which is Silk's core target audience. Since Valentine's Day is a time-bound occasion, every brand across categories tries to dominate this space with glorifying product forms. As we all know, over the years, Silk has established itself as a catalyst of love, inspiring Gen Zs to not just express love, but in fact, go far for love. I'm here to tell you how Silk connected with Gen Z to help them celebrate love this Valentine's Day. Silk's task at hand was to not just break advertising clutter, but most importantly, deliver sales growth of 15% in just 15 days around Valentine's Day, which was a towering target to achieve. With a view to make Valentine's Day 2022 even more special for young love, Silk launched the Heart Pop Blush Pack. I'm sure we all must have lied to our parents at some point in our dating years. Also considering the Indian culture, young love is often met with disapproval and is frowned upon. Youngsters go to great lengths to hide their relationship from families and friends, from hiding the social media account from family, to saving numbers with different names, to making random excuses for coming late. The trials and tribulations of young love is endless. Parents think they know everything about their kids, but do they? While Gen Zs look forward to plan the special day in full swing with over-the-top gestures, all of it is not possible. as they often keep their love life a secret. Silk's strategy this year had to change from how far will you go for love with over-the-top gestures to how far will you go to make them blush secretly. Introducing Cadbury Silk's innovative and unique campaign, Silk Secret Messages. Silk launched an industry-first tech innovation using its limited edition pack. We use the power of AR for couples to send hidden messages that could only be seen by the recipient. Gen Zs could simply scan the QR code on the pack, directing them to a microsite to write their secret message for that special someone. This message could be shared to the recipient with a link for them to read it. Now here's the catch. The eager recipient can only reveal the secret message when they click on the link to open the camera and point their phone to any nearest Silk ad. Here's a glimpse of how we executed the campaign.
Well, we have a 16-year-old son. Girlfriend? No. He's too young for that.
Only studies and sports.
Yeah. I mean, we think that career comes first. He will have lots of time for romance later.
Thanks to this mindset of Indian parents, most young romances turn into secret romances. On Valentine's Day, Cadbury Silk, a brand that stands for young love, used AR to turn every Silk ad into a declaration of love. Cadbury Silk presents Secret Messages. The sender simply scanned a Silk pack, typed a cute message, and pressed send. The receiver simply pointed their phone at any Silk ad, and voila! The ad turned into the secret love message, which only they could see. Billboards, print ads, posters, and even TV ads could be scanned to reveal the secret message. And no parents objected, as none of them could see it.
The campaign was a huge success, with over 1,000 million impressions generated through multiple media touchpoints such as display, social media, audio, and video platforms, and 2.1 million people visiting the microsite. We received an overwhelming audience engagement with 1.5 million secret messages sent. In addition, the campaign generated 1.5 million worth earned PR in just 15 days. It does not stop here. This campaign also helped us collect over 1 million unique identifiable first-party data that could be leveraged for future campaigns. We received an overwhelming response, resulting in 27% growth in limited edition packs sold over last year, correspondingly adding massive 12% growth in revenue. In conclusion, Silk helped young love blossom in India, one secret message at a time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Smita, you can announce next presenter.
Yeah. Moving to the next presentation, the entry ID is 1834. Brand is Luminous Power Technologies Private Limited. Start with the
Luminous
presentation.
Bijli Ko. Ashish, let me know once you're ready.
Hi, is my screen visible?
Yes.
All right, I am ready to get started.
Yeah, your time starts now. Go ahead.
Sure. Good day, jury members. I'm here. My name is Ashish. I'm here to present the case study for Luminous Bijli Ko. What comes in your mind when you have a tooth pain, or your phone is damn slow, or there's a water leakage in your bathroom, or yes, that's pretty much common these days. That's a flat tire while you on your way to work, right? We all wish that we had a remedy or an immediate solution for the same. And what happens when there's a power cut? Power outage has impact on everyone in many different ways. Missing out on watching TVs with your family, missing out on work from home when the Wi-Fi is not working, the fruits or the dishes get rotten in your house, and the fans or the coolers stop working. Right? That's immense pressure and tension, frustration that comes up on a household or a consumer during that phase when they go through a power outage. Hence, every time there was a power outage somewhere in the country, it was a perfect opportunity for us to showcase luminous battery and inverters as the best solution for the household. But unfortunately, there's no direct data available for advertisers or brands to connect with the audiences during power cuts. And we had very limited budgets, unlike brands in similar or other categories. So hence, we work towards a solution for the brand, which is Bijli Gul, which help in connecting at the right moment with the consumers. Let me just go through the AB, please.
Now, did you know 50% of all households in India face electricity outages a few times a day? A great opportunity for the brand to connect with the prospects, especially when they are facing power outage. Alas, an electricity outage, more so an unexpected one. Would you have to miss that important work call with no Wi-Fi? Would the supplies in your refrigerator stay fresh? Or would you break into a sweat without the air conditioner? The challenge here was reaching our customers in moments like these. Our objectives were determined. First, knowing exactly when a product was needed. Second, reaching only our potential customers. Third, communicating personalized messages. Fourth, and lastly, to let users know that there was a store near them. Might as well set out to purchase your power backup solution when you are waiting for the power to turn back on, right? Introducing Bijli Gul API, the first ever innovation to source real-time power cut and outage data to serve potential customers with relevant ads at just the right moment. So here's how it works. Urja Mitra, an official government website, provides all the data on scheduled and unscheduled power cuts across the country. Data on a Bijli Gul API would go on to make use of best. Here's what we did. First, we sourced all the relevant data from Urja Mitra through Bijli Gul API, which was filtered and organized the information to be readily passed onto a demand-side platform. Second, once organized, we leveraged the power of dynamic creative optimization to serve highly personalized ads to reduce customer inertia. Third, consumers who interacted with the ads were also directed to a store locator to find the nearest dealerships. All in all, we utilized a cohesive data flow and custom logic to bring all these elements together through the use of our dealer database, Bijli Gul API, DV360 and Google Creative Studio. Our campaign reached over 5 million users across 280 cities, designed to engage users before, during and even after power cuts. So how did we perform? Let's just say it sparked up ample momentum, creating a win-win situation for the brand and consumers. First, an astounding 15% uplift in brand sales. Second, 2.8x higher click-through rates. Third, and more than 35% of website visitors were interested in finding the nearest dealerships. The innovations applied was the first of its kinds that brought it all together, a property that would continue to evolve in the years to come. But for now, here's to a nation that's always powered on. Bijli Gul, to yaad karo Luminous ko. Now, did you know?
Right. How the campaign got executed with seamless data and custom logic to serve personalized ads. We leveraged the power of data through Urja Mitra. We integrated the data to DV360. We leveraged the dealer database to ensure that, like, whenever there is a power cut or there's a scheduled power cut in a particular region, the consumer is reached out on digital platforms with a communication pre, during, and post the power outage to remind them that they won't face such situation anymore if they had a luminous at home. Reiterating the campaign deliveries, we reached out to 5 million users during and post power cut. That
Last
means
1
they were
minute.
facing those issues. 280 cities at which real-time power cuts were happening, and that point of time the consumers were reached out to. There was an uplift of 15% in terms of sales. Engagement with personalization does help in increasing higher interaction. That's a resultant of 2.8x higher CTRs compared to the regular banners that's being served. And every third visitor on the website expressed interest for the nearest dealership. And hence the message, Bijli Gul, to yaad karo luminous ko. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to the next presentation. Entry ID 1821 and the brand is Alpenliebe Eclairs Plus. Let's start with the presentation.
Hi, I hope all of you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Nitin?
May I begin?
Nitin? You can start the presentation.
All right. We just passed a very big day of bringing hearts closer. February 14th. But what about when we were kids? We really thought of what was closest to our hearts. As kids, we could experience pure joy, didn't we? We wanted to be on Mickey Mouse jumpies, play with slime, color, hog on candies, play with our friends and go out on family outings. And we wanted to always hit repeat, didn't we? As a brand, we wanted to create an experience that delivered pure joy and absolute fun. And we did. We actually created an experience that was amazing for kids and families coming closer. A very good morning to all of you. I'm Apurva Sahai Arzu, presenting from Wavemaker. And yes, it's with an H. We created a first of its kind in the category where Alpenliebe brought the Kids' Choice Awards by Nickelodeon in the Melaverse. I actually meant the metaverse. Alpenliebe is a 25-year-old candy brand, and its target audience is primarily kids and parents. With Eclairs Plus variant, we wanted to build a strong consumer connect. In a world where everything was on a standstill, how were we to build a connect? Kids were feeling isolated and disillusioned. Parents had no avenue to bond with their own children, feeling trapped at their homes. We've all felt the same way. The longing to be together. We all felt the same. But at the same time, we just couldn't be. We all felt the pain. Alpenlebe's proposition lies in this space, bringing hearts closer, ghule to dil mile, wherein families spend time together, which meant for us to make a meaningful experience come to life for all of them. Tapping on increased digital consumption of our audience, we enabled bonding using a digital first and thoroughly immersive environment where engagement was possible with friends and family. Keeping up with evolving Web 3.0 capabilities, Alpenlebe forayed into the metaverse with one of the most innovative digital campaigns of those times, the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. Without a doubt, kids love cartoons. We all remember SpongeBob, right? Driving high reach and affinity, we actually chose Nick as the #1 ranker that it is, as the perfect choice. Even better, the Kids' Choice Awards celebrates the animated characters of Indian tool world that kids are crazy about. We have no doubt there. You know, what was best about this was kids were actually made more aware about their right to vote. We actually took this as an opportunity to actually educate them as well and make them have fun. Kids could actually vote and the awards were given on the choices that they made. However, unlike previous years, there were restrictions on a physical event. So we knew that we had to take another way. Technology and display innovation empowered us to reach our audience online and create a remarkable experience. We hosted KCA on the world's most developed metaverse, the Decentraland. Now we have heard of it so many times, but at that time it was so new and so developed. It was amazing. Pre-award show amplification took care of reaching out to maximum audiences. And large-scale promotions done through the entire Viacom network communicated that favorite brand is coming up with an out-of-the-world experience online. For registrations, we leveraged kid and mom influencers to reach relevant audiences. Creating a unique experience for kids was at the core for this event. Kids could also create their own avatars with their friends, chatting with each other real time while roaming around the Melaverse. They actually had so much fun. They could enter a whole different world where they could jump into the slime pool, the first ever blimp pool on Metaverse. They could get drenched in the slime fountains, enjoy huge colorful slides, and that too together. The exclusive Alpenliebe Eclair Plus Fun Zone also had their favorite merry-go-rounds and seesaws. Additionally, along with their parents, they could actually buy Alpenliebe Eclairs Plus through an e-commerce extension. They just had to scan the QR code on the huge virtual hoarding that we had put up, and it directed them to the e-com page.
Last one.
We made kids and parents come closer. Let's take a look at this AV to see how it was brought to life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can call out the next person.
Next presentation, entry ID 1829. The brand is Boost. Hashtag Game Staminaka. Start with the presentation.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
All right, great.
Are you ready?
Yes, just 1 second, please. Yeah. Can I start?
Yes. You can start. Your time starts now.
Hi, Judy. I'm Shubham Nag, and I'm here to present the case study of Boost's Game Staminaka. In India, we have a classic saying, "Jo dikhta hai." I'm sorry, I'm just facing a little technical difficulty. Just 1 second, please. Yeah, sorry, I'm just going from the top. In India, we have a classic saying, "Jo dikhta hai, wahi bikta hai." और इंडिया में अगर शाहरुख खान से भी ज्यादा कुछ बिकता है तो वो है क्रिकेट. From Netflix to Nukkers, cricket in India is literally omnipresent. It's everywhere all the time. And even if we don't know anything, what do, right? We simply do a Google search. So why don't we try that out? Let me go to Google and do a very generic Indian cricketer search, right? Okay. So we get to see some live match updates, some Wikipedia snippets, some team and player news. All right. Okay, let's scroll to the second page. Okay, we get to see some photos of current and ex-cricketers, some of the social media handles. Let's move on to page 3, shall we? I'm noticing something strange, Jury. None of the search results that we just scrolled through talked about India's women cricketers, who also currently happen to be playing a World Cup. Why is it so? I mean, algorithms are just a mirror of our society, right? Then why is it that India's women cricketers get zero visibility in comparison to our obsession with our men cricketers? This problem is deep-rooted. Culturally, structurally, and systematically, cricket's massive gender gap ensures that 40% of young girls playing cricket drop out of the sport in their teenage years itself. Why? Because we keep alienating young girls from cricket. Even when time and again, our women heroes have proven that they are as good or sometimes even better than their male counterparts. This discrimination against women's cricket in terms of the lack of representation is real. And of all the parties involved, our brand Boost too has been a culprit in a way. Even though young girls make up for about 38% of all our consumers, our iconic mainline communication, Boost is the secret of my energy, has always been established via men cricketers. While Boost is a category leader in south of India, in 2020, when the brand wanted to increase penetration by entering the north and the west markets, we realized that our narrative had very little relevance for young girls. And this was a problem for Boost. We realized that our narrative and the sport of cricket had to become more inclusive of all genders. It was time to show the cricketing world that game लड़के लड़कियों का नहीं, stamina का होता है. Our research showed that our audience or our desired audience is spending most of their time making friends and building communities of the future in the future media frontier, gaming. Thus, Boost partnered with the world's most downloaded mobile cricket game, World Cricket Championship 3, with over 1 crore downloads on the App Store, to launch Game Staminaka, the first ever cricket game where the Indian women's cricket team could compete against any international men's team. India women against India men, against Pakistan men, against Australia men, you name it. So let's give you a quick glimpse into how this gaming experience panned out.
This Women's World Cup 2022, we partnered with World Cricket Championship to introduce Game Stamina, a first ever women-centric gameplay in the world of cricket. Gamers played as the Indian women's team against any international men's team to discover new heroes based on stamina.
Never gonna stop. Show you what I got. Tell the naysayers I'ma never ever stop.
A real-time meter measured the player's stamina and gave the gamers a special ability to boost it too. To no one's surprise, the gaming community was blown away.
आज हम खेलने वाले मेंस वर्सेस वुमेन क्रिकेट। क्या आपने अपना स्टेमिना प्रूव किया अभी तक?
India's women cricketers joined in too, sharing their stamina stories. The gentlemen's game turned into a game of equals. As the world played along to show that the game is not about gender, it's about stamina.
To go beyond novelty and make some actual impact, we roadblocked WCC3's homepage and rebranded their most played quick play feature or the quick play mode into the game Stamina mode. From stylizing our Indian women's cricket heroes in the iconic Boost Red, to in-game boundary boards, ground mats, and even presentation ceremony hoardings. From introducing women cricketers like Isa Guha and Anjum Chopra for the very first time in the game, to rephrasing some of cricket's hyper-masculine titles like a man of the match to a more inclusive stamina star of the match. Not just that, outside the in-game experience, Boost celebrated the weekly leaderboard toppers of Game Stamina across social channels. And to drive further downloads of the game, we integrated our communications during live IPL broadcasts on the Disney Hotstar app as well. Among all the results for the campaign jury, what really mattered were that 56% of our audience resonated with our campaign message. And that led to an unprecedented 4x increase in female registrations on WCC3 for the first time ever. Boost displayed how women in cricket are equally capable and important as men. But true change, we believe, can only start when all of us start taking an onus of generating interest and fandom for women's cricket. For starters, let's tune into our World Cup encounter with Ireland today at 6:30 p.m. Let's bleed blue for our Indian women. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on to the next presentation. Entry ID 1827. The brand is Netflix India. Hassan Dilruba.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes. Let us know once you are ready. Good to go?
Yeah, yes, good to go.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ashwin Salian. Hi, my name is Ashwin Salian, and I'm here to present the case study of Hassan Dilruba. Delicious food to get you into the ultimate conspiracy mood. With deeper and wider penetration of internet and mobile phones in India, consumption of OTT content is no longer a metro phenomenon. According to industry reports, Indian language internet users are expected to grow to 536 million, with 9 out of 10 new internet users in the country likely to be Indian language users. Therefore, having an expansive bouquet of regional content is critical to gaining consumers in tier 2 cities and beyond, and OTT companies are banking on them to power the next phase of growth. Netflix too wanted to cater to this growing demand for regional content. With this goal in mind, Netflix announced the launch of Hassan Dilruba. Set in a small town in India, Hassan Dilruba was a unique romantic thriller with loads of suspense that kept you guessing till the very last minute. Drawing inspiration from Hindi pulp fiction, this thriller was poised to intrigue tier 2 and 3 audiences with its small town sensibilities. Therefore, our campaign objective was to create intrigue for the title launch, get people to subscribe to Netflix. A high decibel multimedia campaign could have driven awareness about the movie, but we wanted to give our audience a compelling reason to sign up by creating intrigue in their mind. But earning the attention of consumers in today's increasingly fragmented media landscape was a big challenge. On an average, 5,000 ads get served to one person in a day. With so much of advertising clutter, human brains have developed inattentional blindness. Where one turns blind to something the mind does not want to focus on, even though it's in their line of sight. This simply means customers know how to avoid ads. Maximum ads go as a blind spot, and hence ad recall becomes difficult. But even a good ad placed in the right channel and targeted at the right person is no guarantee of success. However, specific contexts and formats can make a significant difference in terms of how likely are people paying attention, how they interpret your message, and how they will respond to it. With this in mind, we set out to find the right context and format for our campaign. We turned to a proprietary tool, M Insights, to identify key behaviors that consumers had developed during COVID. Time spent on social media had gone up, food ordering apps saw a surge in ordering, and OTT apps saw a jump in subscriptions. We saw that 84% of all streaming title conversations on Twitter are about discovery, with users sharing and seeking recommendations for content. Streaming services such as Netflix have helped drive a sharp spike in sales for online food delivery in India, led by orders from screenagers, binge watching shows on these platforms. Studies have shown spikes in ordering on weekends between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m., which is also when binge watching peaks. Haseen Dilruba, while a murder mystery, had several food-related scenes which got us thinking. What if you could combine consumers' passion for food, social, and OTT into one gamified, mouth-watering activity? Let us show you how we did this to an AV.
Can't hear though.
Yeah, I'm not getting audio either on the video. Audio is not there, Ashwin. Only video is.
Audio is not there.
No, you have to share it with the sound while you're sharing the video. You can stop sharing it and do it once again.
Sorry. Wait just a sec.
Just stop sharing the screen once.
Yeah.
And then while you start sharing it, you'll get the option to select sound as well.
Yeah, just a sec. Sorry, it's not. It's not giving me the option.
Stop share the screen. I'm stopping you to share the screen. Just a moment.
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah.
Share with the computer audio.
Yeah, got it. Is it audible now?
No.
No.
Ashwin.
Yeah, I think it's a permissions issue. Let me
Share
just
sound option is there on the below, right? When you are sharing the screen, you'll get the share sound option beside the share button.
Yes, I'm actually selecting that.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's a permissions issue.
तब्दील हुआ जब वहां दिन दहाड़े एक
Is it
युवक
playing
की
now?
विस्फोट के कारण
Okay,
घर पे
great.
मौत
Thank you
हो
so
गई।
much.
लोकल पुलिस भी इस विस्फोट के लिए युवक की पत्नी को ही जिम्मेदार ठहरा रही है।
इस सवाल का जवाब तो हमें समय के साथ ही पता चलेगा। तब तक देखते रहिए ब्रेकिंग न्यूज।
Who is the murderer? What was their motive? Whodunits have a unique knack of keeping you guessing till the very end. With frequent plot twists, intriguing affairs, and gripping suspense, romantic thrillers are a guaranteed hit amongst the Indian audience. Netflix's latest romantic thriller, Haseen Dilruba, promised to be all that and more. But how could we build anticipation for the movie and get people in the mood for
conspiracy? nahi, ultimate conspiracy hai, conspiracy.
People were already spending hours scrolling and binging on OTT platforms. Still, it shared screen time with two major players, gaming and food delivery apps. The solution? Build an engaging game centered around one of the key aspects of the film, food. Built on the insight that binge watching leads to ordering food, the campaign was a perfect fit. Presenting #Haseen Coupons, a first of its kind gamification activity launched in partnership with Swiggy. It rewarded customers for watching the film with coveted Swiggy discount coupons for up to 90% off. To create intrigue, followers were given a day's notice about the time when the #Haseen coupon clues would be dropped. Then, at that time, Swiggy would tease their Twitter followers with these clues to start the hunt. By sharing screenshots of the film where food played an integral role, we asked followers to find the food we were referring to, and that was their coupon code. But customers had to be fast, as coupon codes were claimed within mere minutes. The #Haseen coupon campaign achieved some Haseen results too. Both Swiggy and Netflix saw a massive spike in engagement. Moreover, people enjoyed their meals delivered by Swiggy and continued binging on Netflix. A win-win-win. Now let's not create any suspense about the campaign performance. Haseen Dilruba spent 4 weeks on the top trending movies list. Viewers spent more than 2.5 crore hours sitting at the edge of their seats while watching the movie. Netflix saw an increase of 7% in its monthly active users. People searched for the movie 2.6 million times. Social media was buzzing with 22.7 thousand mentions about the movie. Over 1,500 users took up our fast finger first Twitter activity. People couldn't stop talking about the campaign and mentioned Haseen coupons over 2,500 times. The film and campaign made headlines across several media channels. This proves that when the ultimate conspiracy is buttered with an engaging contest and peppered with intriguing conversations, it makes for a Haseen campaign.
So why are we excited about this campaign? This campaign drove watch time for Netflix as consumers were compelled to stream the movie in order to find the correct scene with the coupon code mentioned. Ordinarily, we would have run this competition on our own Twitter handle, but by leveraging Swiggy's social presence, we reached out to incremental audiences who were passionate about food, social, and by association, OTT. We invested our media spends in gratifying our customers through vouchers that could be redeemed for something that they absolutely love, food. Thank you so much, judges and iClub Mumbai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next presentation, entry ID 1815, Oreo. Say with Oreo.
Say it with Oreo helps stay connected online and all.
Start the presentation.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just 1 second, I'll share my screen.
Sure.
Let us know once you are ready.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good to go. Should I start?
Yes, your time starts now. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachna from Wavemaker, here to present a case study on how Oreo help parents reconnect with their kids in this new normal world. Well, I can't believe this is the second year where we are connecting virtually for this event. And this is almost becoming like a norm. Sorry. Yeah. I can't help but remember my first presentation at Emvies in the year 2014, where my nervousness had no boundaries and almost 100 people in the audiences were paying attention to my presentation. There was so much interaction, laughter, shout outs, there were reactions on people's faces, and that was the magic of personal attention. And the place where we need this the most is our family, right? The playfulness, the teasing, watching a movie together, playing Ludo or Scrabble, where the whole family used to come together and spend some playful time. But in this so-called hybrid world, device addiction has alienated the parents from engaging in physical activities with their kids. The same can be seen in all other aspects of our lives, which have evolved too, such as dance classes, be it school, office meetings, or connecting with our parents. Everything can be virtual now. In a world where personal devices are making us disconnected and seriousness of adulthood is draining the fun out of everything, Oreo, a global brand with 100 plus years of legacy of sparking playful connection with loved ones, decided to step in, helping families reconnect and have bonding moments together. Oreo wanted to elevate the stay playful narrative and translate its purpose into action with its all-new #SayItWithOreo campaign. The core purpose of the campaign was to encourage disconnect to connect playfully with loved ones in a busy and device-dependent world. Our task for media was to think of innovative use of tech and digital ecosystem to bring this idea to life and turn every digital interaction into playful intervention. We nudged the parents and turned every digital engagement, such as scrolling through Facebook, Insta, YouTube, or any blog they are reading, into an opportunity to be playful and connect with their kids. But all this within digital environment itself. To stay playful in this new normal world, the brand itself transformed its actual cookies into virtual avatars. Oreo launched alphabet embossed scannable cookies, nudging its audiences to scan, play, and repeat. We manifested our ideas into telco, social, YouTube, news app, etc. to turn every interaction into playful interventions. We flipped the regular and mundane news articles into playful pieces of content on InShots, TOI, and across Google Display Network. We partnered with telco giants like Jio and Paytm to create an engaging game, letting parents and kids create word puzzles with Oreo cookies and enabling them to say it with Oreo. We leveraged tech in a manner that recreated physical cookies for people to experience the cookie and inspire playfulness around it. We created our own website, OreoPlay.in, featuring multiple games for people to engage with. Let me bring the campaign alive for you through this AV.
Oreo, a true global brand with 100 plus years of legacy, has always stood for the power of playful spirit to bring people together. In a world where personal devices are making us increasingly disconnected, Oreo wanted to trigger playfulness and spark joyful connections. In constant quest to find innovative ways to communicate and have fun, we launched our alphabet embossed cookies, encouraging consumers to take time out and indulge in quality playful time. This experience was unlocked by simply scanning an Oreo cookie. With the #SayItWithOreo campaign, Oreo elevated stay playful narrative and translated its purpose into action, merging tech and creativity into playful experiences, not just while consuming the cookie, but also otherwise on the digital ecosystem. Our idea was simple, yet effective. We turned every digital interaction into playful interventions. We flipped the regular news articles into playful pieces of content on InShots, TOI, and similar apps, where articles would change on its own into playful content. We also partnered with telco giant Jio and created an engaging game replicating embossed cookies into digital avatars, enabling users to create word puzzles with Oreo cookie. We also tied this back to gratification, plus collecting first-party data of consumers and leading them to sales. The website OreoPlay.in featured multiple games for people to engage with and stay playful. Overall, we manifested this idea and covered telco, social, YouTube, OTT, gaming, news apps, etc. to turn every interaction into playful interventions, staying true to the spirit of the brand of sparking playfulness. Post Say It With Oreo campaign, Oreo saw a significant inflection in household penetration for the year. With a plus 0.5% scale-up, we achieved the highest ever quarter for Oreo volumes. The campaign garnered a whopping 1.7 billion impressions, 42 million plus video views, and a VTR of 38% on YouTube. and engagement rate of 3.5% on social, both above industry benchmarks. BLS results showcased positive impact on brand awareness with highest brand awareness uplift of 12.3% compared to competitors. There was a significant 8.8% uplift in message association. Say It with Oreo with its unique campaign triggered joyful family time with the help of media and tech for an immersive consumer experience on digital, thus staying true to its brand spirit of staying playful.
Hashtag Say It with Oreo campaign managed to move the needle both on business and brand metrics. With 0.5% scale up in household penetration, the highest ever quarter for Oreo's volume and penetration, and 8.8% uplift in message association. So, ladies and gentlemen, while the innovation was unique, it was rather challenging as well. Every piece of communication on digital was tuned to enabling a playful interaction between the parents and their kids. The campaign has not just helped to reinforce the brand's playful and creative image, but also created a strong emotional connection with the consumers as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation. Entry ID 1836 and the brand is Ceridon. Start with the presentation.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Let us know once you're ready.
Yeah. Sound. Is my sound audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vividha Kota, and I'm going to present a case study in Best Media Innovation Digital Display for Ceridon. Don't fake it, just shake it. Tyag is glorified in our society. There are multiple Sanskrit shlokas which highlights the importance of Tyag, sacrifice, which denotes that one has to sacrifice for their family, for the benefits of their family, then for the benefits of village, then country, and at the end of the day for earth, for self-welfare. In short, we look up to people who do tyag, sacrifice for us, and it's a matter of pride. It's considered to be the matter of pride in our society. Basis this insight, we built on modern day lifestyle of consumer, which require them to play at 100% fitness level, and confronted them with how hiding their headache and refusing to treat it was completely unnecessary. We identified few cohorts for like remote professionals who are working very hard, doing multiple jobs at the same time to ensure to make their meet end. Mothers are always known for doing multitasking and they do not get enough credit for it. Gig workers these days are trying their best to ensure that they deliver their parcel deliveries, on the occasion of Diwali, Holi, and with compromising their family time. And working woman is trying to balance, working very hard to maintain a work-life balance. So these are the people who are taking care of us, their loved ones, but they are doing it while hiding behind a smiling mask. So who is going to take care of them? Ceridon took it upon itself to look after their loved ones who take care of us. Our approach was very simple: change in perception. We believe that change in perception is immersive and clutter breaking. Ceridon took it upon itself to change perception of by talking to people and making them understand that we will take care of you while you take care of your close ones' needs. And what better than a mobile phone? Mobile phone these days is a constant companion of consumer, and even statistics indicates that 91% of content is being consumed via mobile sites. We partnered with one of the major largest social media platform, which is ShareChat, and created an engaging media technology-led innovation. Let's have a look at AV, how Ceridon achieved its goals.
perfectly summarizes our Indian way of living. A mother will choose to hide her pain when the child will request something. A father will never complain how tired he is because of the office stress. At workplaces also, work comes before health.
But seriously, self-care is often considered synonymous with being selfish, and headaches are often considered a minor inconvenience. We prefer to ignore it rather than address it. And in the process, we put on a front by smiling and pretending like all is well. Saradon, which has firmly established itself as first line of defense for relieving headaches, wanted people to take self-care as the topmost priority, thus devised a campaign, Sar Dard Chupao Nahi, Mitao, motivating people to not only stop hiding their headache, but also to act on it through the trusted ally, Saradon. To take the message to all, we used a perfect on-the-go companion for content consumption, the mobile phone. We partnered with leading mobile content platform ShareChat. Together, we created an engaging technology-led innovation by using a motion sensor-based web card. Let's see how the technology worked. Users, while casually browsing content on ShareChat, receives a Saradon branded web card showing a person suffering from a headache asking for help. On shaking the mobile phone, the motion sensor changes the web card to demonstrate how people get immediate relief from headache through Saradon. Finally, users are taken to the e-commerce page for purchase. Our campaign was received with great enthusiasm as we got 50 plus million impressions, 2.2 million total views, 4% plus completion rate. We gained huge market share of 6.2%. Top box consideration for Saradon improved by a whopping 50%. Saradon secured second highest top of mind awareness at the total level, and the overall results actually brought a smile, minus the headache. This is how we connected with the people to come forward and say, Sirf ek Saradon.
That's all from us. Thank you for your time. We request you to drop your mask with Sirf ek Saradon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have done with the category digital display. Now moving on to the next category, best media innovation cinema.
Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that
Sure.
jury members can
Yeah.
finish story.
Yes.
Can we go to the next?
Can we start?
Hi, is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Now, the next category, Best Media Innovation Cinema, entry ID 1308, and the brand is Netflix India. Start with the presentation.
Okay.
Yes, time starts.
Right. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Darshit Shah, and I'm going to take you through the cinema case study on Netflix. During April 2021, India was hit by the second wave of COVID. For 2 long years, there was a constant fear of getting infected by the deadly virus, which forced people to stay at home and suppress their feeling of going out. In the second half of 2021, India was slowly coming out of the second wave of COVID, and people had started to get back to normalcy, even though hesitatingly. The consumer sentiments were at an all-time low. Firstly, after being confined to their houses for an extended period of time, people were longing to experience something tangible in the physical realm. And secondly, the lack of interaction left people feeling disconnected. Life had basically come to a standstill and people were fed up. It was during this phase that cinema theaters had slowly started to open up, and with major cinema chains keeping all safety norms in place, people were assured of their safety during their outing to the movies. During this period, Netflix decided to launch the final season of its iconic show Money Heist. This was launching in 3 local Indian languages, Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu, and we wanted to take the show to a wider set of Indian audiences. It was our last chance to capitalize this IP as it was in its final season. And with the show available in regional languages, we had the opportunity to pull audiences from across geographies and take it to a wider set of Indian diaspora. So we wanted to reach out to the fans and non-fans of the show. We further categorized them as non-viewers, fence-sitters, and late movers. And accordingly, we mapped our objective. We had to remind the existing fans of Money Heist about the season finale and get them to watch the show. For the non-viewers, we wanted to create FOMO and induce them to watch the show. And we also wanted to build excitement and anticipation for the fence-sitters and the late movers. Our consumer insight said that when a message is served unexpected, one pays much higher attention to it. So, we decided to catch our consumers' attention by laying a path of distraction and launched the highest approach of distract, divert, and engage. What followed next was a heist on cinema, a first of its kind experience that no one could have ever imagined. For our heist to be successful, the timing had to be perfect, and we couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. We had a target in sight, so we went all guns blazing. When the audiences were in the cinemas, waiting for their movie to begin, they were already distracted and their attention was sort of diverted. All we had to do was engage with them. How did we do this? For that, let me take you through the AV.
Money Heist, one of the most popular Netflix shows of all time, had gathered a fandom like no other. The final season of Money Heist was going to stream on Netflix in 2021, bringing an epic conclusion of the story of the professor and his lovable bank-robbing lunatics. With the show available in 3 major Indian languages, Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu, our key goal was to create a campaign that takes the show wider than ever before in India. While the legacy fans of the show were excited, our objective was to fuel their fandom, but more importantly, create enough excitement and build anticipation to bring the first-timers, the non-fans, the fence-sitters, and the late movers into watching Money Heist on Netflix.
A good heist involves careful planning. The consumer insight says that when a message is served unexpected, one pays much higher attention to it. That is why I say we ditch the conventional methods of marketing and launching new approach. Distract, divert, and engage.
We started the heist at cinemas with a bang! Audiences had just started to come back to cinema halls post the second wave of COVID. the general sentiment for everyone was of excitement to be back at the movie theatres. We wanted to give the audience an experience that they would never be able to forget. Mapping on the DNA of the show, we decided to take over the cinema halls of Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad and Chennai. We partnered with Inox, PVR and Cinepolis, the leading cinema chains of the country, to give the audiences a taste of Money Heist. We got the ushers at these multiplexes to wear the iconic Money Heist jumpsuit and the Dali mask. When audiences entered the halls and were settled in their seats waiting for the movie to begin, the entire hall was suddenly painted in Money Heist colors, and the Dali gang took over the room. People were in for a surprise as the masked miscreants took over as they delivered not only the messaging but also the thrill of the show firsthand to unsuspecting moviegoers. At all touchpoints in the cinema hall, audiences were greeted by the Dali gang, whether it was when they were looking for their seats or when they were going to buy refreshments. In the end, we distributed the Money Heist branded COVID masks to the audiences and followed it up by showing them the trailer of the show in their own regional language. And when this thrilling roller coaster ride of the heist experience came to a closure, this is how the audiences felt.
The takeover of the Money Heist gang was too good. We were so excited to see them. Now we are looking forward for the final season. I hope it's too good and we are very thrilled to watch them again.
And just like how the team took over the bank's vault, we took over the people's hearts. The results were record-breaking. Overall, there was a 43% increase in viewership of the show, with over 40% watching the regional dubs. Sentiments for the show were extremely positive, making this the most searched show in India. Netflix monthly active users increased by 3 times and the app downloads spiked by 14% in December 2021. And when the smoke settled, Money Heist was the highest performing global IP in India.
The campaign was also recognized across various prestigious awards like IDMA Goa Fest, Walk Asian Strategy Awards, E4M Neon and OAC. Hence, in the world full of numerous distractions where the consumer's attention span is very limited,
time's up.
Successful in carrying out the biggest heist in cinemas. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Next category. Next entry ID is 1304 and the brand is Quality Walls. Start with the presentation.
Let me know once you're ready. Good to go?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
You can start. Your time starts now.
All right. अच्छा, दुनिया में ना 2 टाइप के लोग होते हैं. एक जो मूवी देखने थिएटर जाते हैं और दूसरे जिन्हें थिएटर जाना पसंद ही नहीं है. सो हाय गाइस, माय नेम इज शशांक और मैं वो दूसरी कैटेगरी वाला हूं. मुझे थिएटर जाना पसंद ही नहीं है. इनफैक्ट मुझे मूवी ही देखना पसंद नहीं है. मुझे पसंद है गेम खेलना. गेम इज माय पैशन. बट मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड को, उसको पसंद है मूवी देखना. अब इसकी वजह से हम पूरे लॉकडाउन में अपने ही घर में सास बहू बन के घूम रहे थे. अब आप बताओ, मूवी और गेम साथ में कहीं मिलेगा क्या? लेकिन लॉकडाउन खुलने के बाद मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड मेरे को लेके गई थिएटर मूवी दिखाने. मूवी भी कौन सी? पृथ्वीराज. यार, मेरे जैसा बंदा मूवी का नाम सुन के ही सो जाए. और हम वहां गए. गर्लफ्रेंड देख रही थी मूवी और मैं देख रहा था सपने. लेकिन इंटरवल में क्वालिटी वॉल्स ने मुझ जैसे गेमर को एक सुपर्ब सरप्राइज दिया. यार, उन लोगों ने हमको ट्रिक्सी गेम खिला दिया सबको, और वो भी बिग स्क्रीन पे. यार, मैं तो पागल ही हो गया गेम खेल के. इट वॉज एन अमेजिंग आइडिया. अच्छा, अब अचानक हालात बदल गए, जज्बात बदल गए. मैं तो एंजॉय कर ही रहा था, साथ में मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड भी एंजॉय कर रही थी. हम एक साथ 20 लोग बैठ के गेम खेल रहे थे बिग स्क्रीन पे। देखो मैं तो जीता, मैं गिफ्ट भी लिया, देखो करना भी था क्योंकि गर्लफ्रेंड को करना था इम्प्रेस। लेकिन आई मस्ट टेल यू, this was the most unique way of engaging the customer or audience during that boring interval. यार मुझे इंटरवल बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है, लेकिन उसके बाद से मैं सिने गेम का फैन हो गया हूं। मैंने इससे पहले जिंदगी में ये कहीं नहीं देखा, ये मेरा फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस था। अब उसके बाद से मैं गर्लफ्रेंड को कन्विंस करता हूं हर वीकेंड कि चल थिएटर जाते हैं, क्योंकि मुझे सिने गेम खेलना है, मुझे ट्रिक्सी गेम खेलना है, वो भी बिग स्क्रीन पे। सो गाइस, दिस वाज माय एक्सपीरियंस। अब आपको ट्रिक्सी बताएगा फुल स्टोरी।
Hey there, I'm Trixie, a delicious ice cream cup with 3 layers of fun. Cookie crumble, creamy cheesecake and blueberry sauce, making me everyone's delight. Quality Walls conjured me up as a parlor-like dessert in a cup for the Gen Z and millennial consumer, appealing to their fast-evolving dessert palate that craves more elaborate dessert experiences. The folks at Quality Walls noticed that young Indians loved watching movies on the big screen. But what makes the movie experience really annoying is the jarring intermission right in the middle of the action. The intermission, a 10-minute break during a movie, typically sees audiences leave the movie hall to avoid incessant ads playing in a loop. Quality Walls converted this interruption into an engagement opportunity to get audiences glued to their seats. Presenting the Quality Walls Trixie Cinegame, a 70mm spectacle featuring cinema, gaming and ice cream. Trixie Cinegame, a first-of-its-kind multiplayer game, was created specifically for the big screen. At the multiplex, moviegoers had to simply scan a QR code to download the Trixie Cinegame, and voila, their mobile phones became the game controllers. And were they in for a surprise? Running through Trixie Cheesecake Land, dodging through hurdles and jumping and collecting delicious Trixie cups. Loads of action, emotion and drama to decide the final winners who got a big screen appearance and won a Trixie gift hamper. Trixie Cinegame was launched with an all-India premiere at Inox multiplexes, strategically timing it with popular Bollywood and Hollywood summer releases. Oh, and it was a super hit with paparazzi, who were fighting for the best pictures. Quality Walls also got popular influencers to experience the game, who got it trending on YouTube. The media buzz was to die for, with celebrities and movie reviewers calling the Trixie Cinegame a summer sensation. The peeps at Quality Walls were thrilled with the box office results. All in all, a crazy summer experience.
देखा, बोला था मैं, क्या धांसू एक्सपीरियंस था, क्या धांसू आइडिया था क्वालिटी वॉल्स का। अच्छा, मैंने तो ये भी सुना है कि ट्रिक्सी ने पार्टनरशिप किया मल्टीप्लेक्सेस के साथ, ताकि वो लोग ये गेम, सिने गेम इंस्टॉल कर सके 500 स्क्रीन पे अक्रॉस इंडिया। अब आपको मेरे जैसे गेमर्स कहां दिखेंगे? थिएटर में। यस, थैंक यू।
Thank you.
I guess the rating site has gone down. It's low for me at least. I don't know if anybody else is facing the same.
I have a different issue. Can someone just reset the scores for me for this Trixie one? I went and I think gave it points ahead of their presentation.
You want us to reset for all the entries or
no, just
last
this Trixie one? Just this Trixie one.
Can I request for my scores to be reset for the first set of 7? Kind of made some.
Yeah. Nitin, please help.
Yes. As a session, I have reset it for you. Account.
Okay, I'll just check.
Yeah. First set of 7.
Yeah, which is the best media strategy consumer products.
Yeah. You can check it now.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah. The session just got concluded, and I think big thanks to all the jury members. I hope you have had a good experience. I would always like to, have your opinion about the online versus in-person presentations. Can I have your take, jury members, please?
I think I just finished, and Bipin, I would say online was very smooth. I think we finished before time. I can go back to my day job. So I think it was very comfortable. I think well managed. The team presented well. I think the case studies were sent on time. I could read it through. Presentation went very smooth and the scoring went smooth. So I would prefer, offline for result, presentations and judging. But of course, the award has to be offline so that one can meet industry, peers, network, etc. That would be my view, as I stated. But really well done to the team. I think Smita, appreciate Nitin, appreciate all the hard work you guys have put through.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, let's get ready for the afternoon session now, and there's some break in between. So, team, get ready. Nitin, also get ready.